Hi wrestling fans, thanks for clicking on the Dreaded D-Rose report. Kip James was at TNA backstage at the Impact taping last week in Orlando, Florida, but wasn't used because nobody recognized him. Then they've forgotten about him. I think the last time he was there, wasn't he the janitor? Bobby Lashley, he's going to be returning to pro wrestling for an upcoming event in Japan with a promotion that has also signed MMA fighter and wrestler Bob Sapp, as well as UFC star Tim Silva. They're going to be making their wrestling debut. More details later, I guess. That's all I've got on it. Jerry Lawler announced Saturday that the Memphis Championship Wrestling it's doing its final show for that promotion. I'm not sure whether it was that bad or they just didn't get picked up or what the story is. Chris Jericho is going to be appearing at FYE in Tri-County Mall, Cincinnati, Ohio today at 2 o'clock. Signing copies of the Fozzie's latest album, CD, I don't know what it's called anymore. NXT winner number 2 season, Cavill, made his debut on the SmackDown brand during last night's episode of Friday Night SmackDown. Coming up short to Drew McIntyre, though. The profile, by the way, is now listed on their Superstar page. The lone extra on WWE's SummerSlam DVD is Josh Matthews conducting an interview with Daniel Bryan regarding his return to the company, which is sure going to make me go out and buy that. And according to the official website of Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office, WWE ex-performer Jim Neidhart remains incarcerated and has a $138,500 bail on charges filed against him over Labor Day weekend in Tampa, Florida. He's still sitting there. MVP had some choice words for NXT when asked what he thought of the announcer Michael Cole quit the program. Says MVP says NXT is awful. I'll be glad when it's all over. And later a fan suggested that Rookie Diva contest could be the next Lita, and incredibly insult to Lita, MVP says. Lita is an all-time great. These chicks, Lita, not in this lifetime. Alright, Paul London has since deleted the video he posted earlier this week on YouTube demeaning Matt Hardy, and also called his former colleague a mess during the interview and a lot of other things. According to PWI Insider, there's some underlying heat between the two since the love triangle with Ashley Massaro, and all three, I guess, were working with WWE years ago. Apparently, Matt can't find a girl just for himself. Oh, by the way, a little bit of breaking news. Former WWE performer Sean Waltman was arrested and charged with drug possession on Sunday in Newark Liberty International Airport, Newark, New Jersey, reports Wrestling Globe newsletter. The airport officials processed him before eventually releasing him without bail. Whew. Knocked me over with a feather, him having drugs. I just don't believe it. Alright, Fassbender Funeral Home in Michigan is holding a funeral service for WWE performer Mike Shaw, Bastion Booger, who died Saturday in his home at 53. Cause of death wasn't given at the funeral home anyway. Former WWE diva Dawn Marie was being followed by a film crew on Saturday's wrestling reunion in Rahway, New Jersey, reports PWI Insider. She plans to pitch a reality show to the TLC channel. I wish, can't we get over with the reality shows, be done with it? Man. Now, next they're going to be in here taping me for a reality show of me just sitting here talking to a damn camera. Who knows? Anyway, ousted NXT rookie Alosia. Remember all commotion with her? Who announced the news of her release from WWE last night during an interview on DivaDirt.com. Also disputed online rumors that she was previously working as an escort. She said she wasn't. I believe her. Too big for me not to. Says, look, I never in my life worked for an escort service, and it's pointless to go on and on addressing all these ridiculous charges. She said every time I single talk about it, the story seems to get bigger and bigger, and then the people criticize me for trying to attract attention. So I'm damned if I do, damned if I don't. She also discussed her current NXT rookie divas who replaced her and whether she'd be interested in returning to WWE. I have no answer for that. She didn't either. Following superstar matches were taped for tonight's edition of WGN's show with MVP taking on Luke Gallows, Santino Marella, Vladimir taking on Jimmy and Jay, and Kali taking on Primo. WWE US Champion The Miz is going to be appearing at Slackers CD and Games in Missouri, St. Charles, Missouri, Saturday, 4 to 6 p.m. Blockbuster, this Blockbuster event includes appearances by WWE World Heavyweight Champion Kane and the other champion, The Miz, Money in the Bank champ. And that's going to be at the 7th Annual Ringside Fest, scheduled for Saturday, October 30th, Times Square, New York, New York. Steve Austin will be appearing at the closing night's awards of the event, 16th Annual Temecula Valley International Film and Music Festival. Never heard of that. September 19th in California. Steve Austin is going to be presenting Eric Roberts with a Career Achievement Acting Award. Eric Roberts must have ran out of stars, I guess, or half star. Tuesday, November 2nd is going to be the big night for Linda McMahon as the election night, and for her anyway, is she's trying to become senator of Connecticut. Just so happens that WWE is going to be taping SmackDown in Bridgeport, Connecticut. It sounds like Chris Jericho may not be at Monday's Raw in Indianapolis. The night after the Night of Champions pay-per-view, Jericho noted on his Twitter that he would be hanging out with friends in Calgary on Monday. Or is he trying to snow us? As noted before, Team 3D has agreed to work TNA shows through September 23rd, 24th, 25th in the Northeast. The team is currently not re-signed with TNA, but expect to do so at any time. It's believed that Ray and Devon feud that stopped before Hardcore Justice will resume. Brutus Magnus, Desmond Wolfe, tag team champs, has been put on hold for now, and there's no word on yet when they're going to be returning. Wolfe was at the Impact taping this week, but was not used, and there's a lot of talk going around as to why he was not used. Magnus was not brought in for the tapings and has not been used, or he's been at home, I guess, in the UK. Scott Hall been reportedly released from the psychiatric hospital yesterday afternoon. Odd, Hall gets released and six-pack goes. Kurt Angle noted on his Twitter that the final scenes from his movie Death from Above will shoot September 21st, 22nd. Angle, Storm, Sid Vicious have roles in the movie, by the way. Hulk Hogan's been pitching a TV show called Hogan's Court of All Things, another reality show where he would preside over disputes between siblings. The show producers are planning to shoot 26 half-hour episodes. The show is going to be geared to 8 to 12-year-olds. Just wondering, it's sponsored by WWE. Where am I at now? Third season. Let's see. Oh, by the way, according to the last couple of episodes of the Diva edition of NXT, averaged a 1.2 rating. Up. It's kind of weird, but you know, I know whenever TNA has their knockouts on, they do better ratings. Is it going to happen here too? Story on F4W Online Wednesday knows that WWE's officially incorporated a ban of the drug named Soma into its talent wellness policy. Although yet noted on WWE's corporate website, the amendment is reported already gone into effect. So if you take Somas and you're a wrestler, you're going to get in trouble. Hey, thanks for clicking on, and I got a lot more to tell you, but I'm going to have to wait till tomorrow, I guess. So do you. Hey, thanks for clicking. I got to go.